Week 4 of the National Football League. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Falcons and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 57 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. How about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And his kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
The numbers for Njoku from a week ago, 5 catches, 51 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Watson on first down. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going right back to Akers. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the 1st quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for them to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Right back to Njoku. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Price. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Price. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Back to throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds, because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. There's the running back, Cam Akers. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
A give up the middle to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Teams turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Second and 6. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Caught on the slant. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at MetLife Stadium. The Giants hosting Tampa Bay in an NFC matchup. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. A.J. Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Josh Palmer, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they lead the visiting Baltimore Ravens at halftime. Jamar Chase, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half It didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first time was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Watson. That's out to the flat for Akers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a give. Akers running left. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the 50, it's Watson. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, first and 10. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. To throw is Watson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 81 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to throw, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Watson now to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cam Akers He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. Dancing away at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And now that brings up 4th down there. Of 6 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Holding offense.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Dances by him. And another juke. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
To throw, Watson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now Watson.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one.
This for the lead in the final stages.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So now the Eagles down by 1. A little over a minute to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
St. Brown on the catch.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead.